is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
This is Nigeria Info.
What to have for lunch right now, so maybe you can tell me. But let's get into Confession Tuesday. It's Tuesday, so yeah, Confessions Tuesday right here. We'll get into that. If you have any issues you want to talk about, you need advice on, it'd be great for you to reach out right now via the phone line 0700 951 0000 or 08095974869. You can also send it as a WhatsApp message to 08099930137. We are live on YouTube and Facebook right now, so yes, you can watch and see what's happening in the studio at Nigeria Info Abuja. That is on YouTube and on Facebook. Yeah, that's so you can join in right now so you don't miss out on the action. Let's see what you're saying on the on the WhatsApp platform. Nikki says, confessions to you, Agaba Idu, a man? No way. What do you mean by that, Nikki? Come on. Well, I hear I give the best advice, but you also give great advice as well. So might as well jump right into it. You never know. You never know. Okay. You didn't include your name right here. Not sure why. Ambassador Afam, will see your message. Okay. All right. Let's get to you right now. Welcome. Sorry about that. You can call the WhatsApp number, okay? 08099930137. Obona Anamdi, all right? I'll revert to your message shortly. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get to your confessions right now. Let's see who's joined us on socials at this time, who's watching live and who we are saying hello to. It's at Nigeria Info Abuja. That's where you can watch on YouTube and Facebook right now. To get into your confessions. Okay, this says, good afternoon. My confession is, are you serious? I need advice to permanently combat procrastination. Great show. Okay, that's Osh. Needs to learn how to combat procrastination. A lot of people have faced that issue, not knowing how to handle it, always pushing what is expected of them to a different time. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week, and all that. How do you, handle procrastination? Do you have an idea how you can, how you've been able to fight it successfully if you ever face that issue? Or if you're going through that as well, what are things that you are doing that you maybe like to share with Ash on ways that he can ensure that he doesn't delay things longer than necessary? This is from Juliet in Lokogoma. Great show. You're doing a great job. Thank you, Juliet. How's your afternoon going? What are you up to right now? And what advice do you have for anyone who is big on procrastination? No one's judging you, just to ensure that you're able to handle it and achieve all of those things that you've always gone on to put aside to leave until the very last minute. Okay, let's go on to Facebook right now and see who we have there at this time and who is sharing their secret with us, because I'm waiting on those confessions right now and I can't wait to get right into it. But I recently heard about Israel Adesanya. He's been trending online, and everyone has shared different takes on the way things should be handled between himself and his girlfriend, who he recently separated from, and the fact that she wants him to split his earnings with her because she spent valuable time. They're not married officially. They have no kids together. But she says, I met you when you were nothing, and right now you're something. It would just be only fair to get a piece of the cake and not be left out in the cold without anything to my name. Yeah? So that's been trending a lot on socials right now. Everyone has their hot take as to how they or what they think about it. All right, so to procrastination, we've got some thoughts for you right now, Ash, on ways that you can handle procrastination. And someone says what you can do is, as opposed to pushing that situation till next time, ensure that if you can do it at that point in time when you think about it, get right into it. Oh, okay. Ash, that's what Toby is sharing with you right now. Toby says, as opposed to pushing the task to a later time, do it when it comes to mind, because postponing will just lead to more procrastination. Okay, that's what Toby is saying to you. So let us know if that option works for you. We'll get onto more right now as we get those advice for you. 0700 951 0000 08095974869. You can also call on WhatsApp right now. It's 08099930137. All right, let's get back to it real quick. You can also join on Twitter at this time. It's Nigeria Info ABJ. That is the Twitter handle. In case you want to tweet at me, I'm looking at Twitter right now, and I totally get it and share your thoughts. Welcome to you. You sound really muffled. I can barely make out what you're saying. Yes, you are. Welcome. Yes, you are.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Not sure what happened with that. We're expecting to hear something else from you, your name and whatever confession that you have to share with us. But if you can, do it to call back, or if you're uncomfortable calling, you can just send a message on the WhatsApp platform. That's 08099930137. So in case you're wondering what procrastination is, let's get started with that first. It's the act of delaying or putting off task until the last minute or past their deadline. There are people who wait until a day before the exam to study. It's worked for them over time, but then, they could have done better if they were able to plan or prepare for that task beforehand. Or you're given a task at work and you wait until 10 minutes or 1 hour or a few hours or a few days, maybe a day, before the task is due to send it in. And some researchers have gone on to define procrastination as a form of self-regulation, and is characterized by the irrational delay of task despite the negative consequences that you might face. You're scared, you're worried, but somewhere in your mind and in your head, you're relaxed. There's no worry whatsoever for you. I'm not sure how you do it, but then people have been able to still achieve whatever it is. And maybe it comes of the fear of failure, or you want everything to do, or you do, to be perfect. Those have been said to be some of the major causes of procrastination, and it can be difficult to get over. But when you're intentional about that thing, you would find distractions here and there and different options to try out. So yeah, if you're going through that, we'll get to talk about more on it, okay? Welcome to you.
Yeah, good day, Itodo. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
So let me just keep my name hidden. I think that one of the challenges I'm having as a man is that I am too soft to people, and people taking advantage. Just like in my business life, I always like to consider everybody, but nobody loves to consider me. If I tell you how much debt the people are putting me now, you and I try to see how I can avert all those things. I don't know. I don't want to hurt anybody in my life, honestly. Even as I speak, I'm supposed to direct a question to some set of people. But I don't like somebody begging me, seeing me as a wicked man. That is my thing. And this thing has taken me too far as I speak. whenever I have transaction, I will open up myself and do something as a woman. But the people that are at the other side, they are very funny, honestly. As I speak to you, I sold my car to help someone to do a transaction. At the end of it, that thing flopped. And if about some days, you can see why the man was just talking anyhow. So that is my challenge. I mean, I need the help. I need the advice.
All right. So I have a few questions to ask you to better understand what you're currently going through, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how do you feel when you help people? Because you say you are seen or referred to as really soft and you've incurred some losses due to that. But how do you feel when you help people? Do you help them because you expect them to do anything for you back in return, or because that's who you are as a person?
Yeah, no, for instance, now, in a blood lens, I don't expect something in return because I know that no one that does good that will be hurt by good. But for instance, now, as a consultant, maybe I have to render a service to you. Maybe I give you my deal. Maybe you have a part of that. I say, okay, let me be, maybe add some time or some weeks or some months. When I deliver the transaction, you will pay completely. As I speak to you, once I did that and release the invoice, the next you begin to hear story. You understand? And that is on that.
What kind of stories typically come out from that? What exactly happens? Could you give like a...
They will not pay. They will not pay. You understand me?
Yeah.
And it's a very dangerous something that when you man something have to do, you know, when you lock up some finance, for example, from finance and get somebody maybe a facility, to the last joy you have is that story. So these are the things. In fact, as I speak to you, if not because of I really want to, you know, make a name in this my field endeavor. I wanted to you know, to shut everything down.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing. Do well to listen. Anyone who's got an advice for you would call in, send a message, and you to pick up from there, okay?
No problem.
All right. Have a good one. So his major issue right now is the fact that he's seen as really soft and he's gone on to lose on business deals and nothing seems to be working out the way that he hoped it will or they will because of the fact that people ride on his being nice. So what advice have you got for him? What can he do differently to ensure that he is not thrown in the back burner? He's not reading on. He's not stepped or walked over. Let's hear from you. Welcome.
Hello, Agabaidu.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Are you on your side?
My side is good. What's your name?
My name is Ordinary Arome. Sir.
Welcome, Arome.
Yes, sir. How is afternoon, sir?
It's all going okay. Do you have any advice for the young man who just got off the phone?
So, no, my only advice is you want to work with someone, help. And this, if you work with someone, don't expect that the person that you help is doing anything for you. Just depend on God before you help. If you don't want to help, put it on business, put it in agreement. This is what I want to do for you. This is what I have for you. If you get this thing, this is what you will come out to me. So it's no expect. There is no issue. Then I bought a car when I'm working at Sokoro. I should see the person for all day for Kobisi and pa. The man bring 500,000 naira, the man 200,000 to balance. The guy go with the car. Not be short him. I have to pay the car. I could pay the money 200,000 naira. So let him go. He is God that I'm alive. I will meet him. If I don't meet him, God take over everything there. So let him out of everything to God.
Did you make any attempts to contact him to know what exactly was his reason for not paying up the money?
I called the young man. His father told to me that the young man, as I'm talking, the man is already on the bed, speaking. If I ever have any help to render to them, I said, if only help I have, I will not disturb you people again. I will pay the money 200,000. Let me go with the car. Let me go with my life. Thank you so much. That's what I have everything to do.
All right, Arame, thanks.
I'm okay.
Okay, have a good one. So he says, I mean, for you, the best thing, or one of the options you can try out is do things because you get a bit of self-satisfaction from that, right? Not because you are going to get rewarded for it. But then, I mean, he feels really bad. All the losses is incurred, you know? Is it a good thing for him to learn to say no, maybe? Say no to people. That way his behavior is not used to take advantage of him. Let's go on a quick break.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Nwachukwu. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Facts Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
I keep my sunny side up so they can see me from above. I keep my sunny side up. No more running from the love. No more, no more. I keep my sunny side up.
This is Nigeria Info.
Completing that task? Yeah? Is that it, David? Okay. Fair enough. Welcome to you.
Yeah. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well done.
Thank you. How are you? What's your name?
This is BK from Wagorada.
Azubike, can you move away from your device? I'm getting feedback and it's a bit distracting.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you.
Is it okay now?
Let's try this. Go ahead, please.
Okay. As concerning the young man that talked about the disappointment he's getting from being soft or being good. Yeah, what he need to do is to step up. There is nothing in man that is permanent. We develop every day, we learn every day. If you see a particular way of life, it's not helping you, it's putting you into trouble. You have to work on yourself and develop a better form to be able to survive the life. If not, you'll be frustrated or even can lead to suicide, committing suicide. So he has to step up. He has to tighten the way he handles things. For instance, he said that as a consultant of whatever business he's doing, they pay part, and afterwards they say they are going to complete it after everything, and eventually they will not. So in such a situation, if one person have done it before, the second one, you rewrite your rule, the rule of the game. You tell the second person, my friend, you have to pay 80%, remaining 20%. And you try that one. If that one works for you, you continue with that one. If after paying 80% and 20% is gone and you are unable to recover it, you step up again to 100%. If you are having up to 10 jobs at a time, and by stepping up, you are now having 5 jobs. It's better you do 5 jobs and recover your money than to do 10 jobs or even 20 and end up in debt. and frustration. So he need to step up. He should step up and rewrite the rule of the game he's into. To be a good man, it doesn't imply losing what you have. That's not what makes a good man. A good man is for you to do your part of contracts very well and maintain your honest ways. So he has to rewrite the rule of the game and step up. That's just the solution to what he's passing through. If not, they will frustrate him out of thread and even out of life.
All right.
So let him step up.
All right, Azubike, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Welcome to you.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, it's still Divine from Lugbe.
Welcome, Divine.
Yeah. So to add to what that man said, I know maybe he's a Christian also, but even our Bible says, let your yes be yes and your no be no. You know, the Bible also says we should be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, because the Bible was even condemning the simple. I know you are soft, but I mean, there are realities. Even in this station now, you can be very nice now. You people in this station, you are wonderful. But if I break your rules, you can cut my phone. You cut the line. I remember Swat is a very wonderful person. We enjoy her. But there was one guy she barred from calling on her show because she wanted him to stop this. He continued. I mean, there are rules everywhere. I mean, you can't just be soft and be losing business. You should be firm. As a man, you have to man up. There is a woman now here, but not a man. I mean,
No, wait. Hold on. Don't push that narrative right now. Come on now.
No, I get you, but sorry for that. Yeah, you know, we should be wise as serpents. Although we are harmless as doves, but you should be wise.
Okay.
Business is business. Yeah.
All right, Divine. Thank you for sharing your thoughts right there. And I think it's important to ask him what his business transaction policy is when you get a client or a customer who wants to do business with you. Of course, you're nice, you know, with your personal life and all, but when it comes to business, you can't also mix both together because you might incur losses like you've already done and disappointments as well. What some people will go on to do is have a situation wherein you pay 70%, you know, and in the event that you refuse to pay what is left, the 30% balance, they haven't incurred that much loss, even if that is a loss in its own, thinking about it. But there's still some profit from the 70 they've gotten so far. That's something that you need to look into as well. What's your policy? What policy do you work with? And how can you review it? There's always a fear of losing your customer, your client, when you refuse to bend to their rules. But it's your business. What happens when they don't pay you at all? And what gets around town that this is the way you run your business? And more people try to take advantage of you because word like that flies. It would always boil down to you losing out. Let's get more of your thoughts on what you think he can do differently and how he can improve on still being a nice person. Because if you say stop being nice, that means those who genuinely need your help would lose out on who you are as a person. And that can also lead to you just feeling terrible about yourself because you're trying to act like something that you're not. Welcome to you. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yes, my name is Charles and I'm calling from Guarimpa.
Welcome, Charles.
Okay. I just have a little bit of advice for someone who is having issues with procrastination. All right, can I shoot?
Please go ahead, Charles.
All right. This isn't my ideology. This isn't my making. This is something I found during my studies. Okay, so this is not my knowledge. I'm not saying it as the owner. It's not. I'm not plagiarizing. I'm just stating the obvious. Okay. All right, then. So this is, yeah. I read a book by a guy. His name is Franklin Covey, and you know his habits. His book on habit 3. Put first things first. So, and There are 4 quadrants of time management that he explained. Organizing your task into these quadrants will help the person who is procrastinating. Apparently, this guy listed 4 quadrants. The first quadrant, he said, is urgent, important, and it's about the procrastinator. So this guy who is procrastinating is in this first quadrant. What does this first quadrant people do? These are the pressing tasks and necessary daily activities that can easily take over your life. The tasks in the quadrant are characterized by project deadlines, meeting, cooking, cleaning, and emergency. So if you spend all your time in this quadrant, you'll never get ahead in life. People in this quadrant put off investing their time in others and as well as themselves because they are too busy to improve. So if you spend too much time in quadrant 1, you start to feel burnt out and stressed and having to put off a lot of things that you would have done. So quadrant 2, you should go about and read that book. It will help him a lot. It has helped a lot of people. Quadrant 2 talks about the visionary. I think more people should be in quadrant 2, not in quadrant 1. Then quadrant 3 also has its own, which is urgent, not important. This is the yes man. Quadrant 3 is very interesting. Quadrant 3 has activities robust of our productivity and long-term success. Items in this quadrant feel important at the time, but after some reflection, it can be seen as a waste of time. So they are typified by the yes man because people in this category allows others to disregard their own sense of what is important. Everybody tell you, can you handle this for me? Yes. Can you do this for me? Yes. Oh, can you help me pick up John? Yes. So they are all about yes, 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 and never stopping to think whether they can actually accomplish what they have said yes to in the best of quality.
Okay.
So the 4th quadrant is a
now,
quadrant
before you jump to the fourth. Before you jump to the 4th
Yes.
Quadrant, Charles, so are you saying that the young man who called in, and mentioned the fact or shared that he's really nice to other people and it's led to him having a bit of difficulty, does that put him at the second or in the 2nd quadrant?
That puts him at the 3rd quadrant. He's a yes man.
The 3rd quadrant,
Yes.
rather, yes. Okay, the yes man, okay.
He's a yes man. So you don't need to be a yes man. So he needs to draw the line.
Okay.
He needs to have a business. He needs to have a business perspective. He needs to think about his profits. He needs to stick to his business rules. So education does a lot of things to our minds. It equips us with knowledge to run a business. So the absence of the skills and knowledge to run a business leaves us in the 3rd quadrant, which means everybody comes crying in their tears. You see blood. Meanwhile, it's just a tear. You see blood, and you rush and you put hands in capitals or things you ought not to do. So we should...
All right, Charles, we need to give room for others to call in as well. Can I have you wrap up your 4th quadrant in 30 seconds? Can you do that?
Sure, definitely.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. The 4th quadrant, not urgent, not important. So this is typically the slacker. This is what the guy calls it. He calls it the slacker. So you can quickly spend more time in things that, are irrelevant, leaving the most important ones. At the end of the day, you find out that you have not achieved what is much. That's what typically the 4th quadrant has to deal with.
All right, Charles. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Okay, so different quadrants that you can apply to your life and unlearn some of the behavior or patterns that have held you back from becoming a better version because you've always gone on to push things away. Be the yes man. You do things for people and, you're selfish to yourself. This is one of the things that he has gone on to talk about, sharing all of these options that you can implement and unlearn that pattern that's holding you back. Let's see what you were saying on WhatsApp right now. I can relate with what the caller is saying. Right now, I have decided not to be soft with people, especially with my business. Franklin from Suleja. Of course, in being soft. You have to be smart as well. That's something that's really important. And firm. Being firm will take you a long way. Concerning procrastination, he should set short-term goals, review his goals, and set realistic goals. That's what Molix is sharing right there. Welcome to you.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Babajide from Mupane.
Welcome, Babajide.
The man that...
Sorry about that. You can call the other number, 08095974869, or on WhatsApp, 08099930137. Okay? That's the number to call if you can't get through on the first one. Welcome to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Ben. This is Newton from Airport Road.
Newton, I'm getting feedback. Can you try to fix that?
I'm turning the radio off right now. Sorry, I actually called to get the name of the book of the man that just finished speaking, that was talking about the quadrants.
You sent me a message on WhatsApp, yes?
Yes, I did.
So I would respond with that shortly.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good one. All right, this message right here says, my confession is that I want to take my life. How can one try his best in life? Things are not falling in place. Since childhood, life has been really painful. I have done all I can, but nothing seems to be working. From 1 week now, I have been drinking Gary because no money to eat good food. What can I do? That's what this person is sharing. How do you come out from a place that you're stuck in? Nothing seems to be working, even though you're putting all the hard and smart work together. What piece of advice would you give someone like that, who has tried everything humanly possible, to the best of their ability, and it's just like they're taking 10 steps back? What would you have them do? All right. This one right here says, okay, I'll send that to you shortly. So you have to be patient enough. And King David from One Man Village says, Charles just made my day. All right. Ruben, for the young man, I think being a good man should have little or nothing to do with his business. He can be a good man, and at the same time have principles. He needs to highlight the areas people are taking advantage, block the loopholes before they get him out of business. Welcome to you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is George from Carol.
Welcome, George.
Yeah, regarding this man that wants to take his life.
Judge, you sound a bit muffled. Can you speak up?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Let's try this. Go ahead.
Okay. I think we should just keep trying. He's at the verge of breakthrough. He doesn't call for taking his life. Life is full of ups and downs, and he should just change pattern. What he has been doing cannot do something all over and expect to have it. Change whatever he's been doing, look inward and make an amendment. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Welcome to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Itodo.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, that's my calling from Apple.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. The guy who just sent the message.
Last man, can you speak up? Your connection is not exactly great.
But, for 1 week now, he has been soaking Gary.
Yes.
He should know that he's not the only one facing such situation in this country. Things are really very, very difficult. So thinking of suicide is not a solution at all, because there is a school of thought that teaches that any obstacle that you come across in your life, if you cannot solve it and you kill yourself because of that, you will definitely come back to life again and face that obstacle until you are able to solve it. So I will advise him to keep on, and then if what he's doing, he should look into it. If it's not beneficiary enough. He's not making enough. He's not. He should try to look for some other things to do. That is just my advice. But thinking of killing himself, no, because definitely if you cannot solve the problem now, if you will come back and still face the same problem. That is why there is a proverb that if you are running away from trouble, trouble will be chasing you. So you should not think of suicide at all. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right, last man, have a nice afternoon. 0700 951 0000 08095974869. Those are the numbers to call in right now. You can also reach us on WhatsApp to share your thoughts or piece of advice that you might have for these people who have gone on to share their concerns of what they're going through and how they are hoping to work towards handling it in the best way possible. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm on to Nigeria Info.
Yes, you are. What is your name?
My name is Chalky Pius.
Welcome, Pius.
Yeah, I wanted to make a comment with respect to the guy that wants to commit suicide.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, now, I think his intention is anchored on the fact that he's passing through difficulty to the extent that it's finding difficult to feed. Just like the last caller said, I don't know what he does for a living. But then, if things are not working out, in the short run, there are some things he can do just to make sure he puts food on his table. If he goes to construction site, there are so many things he can do. That on a daily basis, he can earn 3,000 or more than that to be able to feed while working on something better for himself. The solution is not suicide. Yes, things are tough, but there is always a way out. That is all I wanted to contribute. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts right there. Now, suicide is never the way to handle any situation, because when you opt for that, there are people who suffer for it. Your loved ones, your friends, your family members, and those who look up to you. And with the way things are right now, there's a struggle to get a better standard of living. You've applied for jobs, you've called out to those you think can help you, and now they see you as a burden, and you fail to take away that burden from yourself and everybody else. The option will be to take your life, but it's never the answer, because there's always that suffering from opting for that. And this might sound cliche, but putting in the work pays off when you believe that you would achieve that thing that you're working towards. It might not come easy for you, but how about trying a different approach? How about that? All right, let's see what you're saying right here. Okay, asking for the name of the book. Okay. For the young man who's thinking of committing suicide, please tell him that is not